When you actually work, you get a hat that says Cane Crew on it.
Lester, what are we doing here today?
Well, we cooking off some syrup. We cook about 3 or 4 cookings a year. This whole process starts back in the spring when it starts sprouting. You go in there and you fertilize it. I try to fertilize mine at least twice a year, and it grows all summer long. And by the end of October, it's about had its course. I'm gonna get on the mower. I'm gonna go around in circles, and that's what turns the mill to grind it. The juice comes out right there.
Put the cane into the grinder here, and it compresses it. The juice comes out into the drum.
And that is the cane juice?
Cane juice.
What is this thing behind here?
We grind it. That's a 3-roller mill. They got all different kinds of mills. Eventually, I want to find me one I can hook up to the PTO on my tractor, so we don't have to go around in circles and Raymond gets knocked in the head with the pole. But it takes about an hour to grind 60 gallons. That's what my kettle is. You grind it. You put it through there, and it squeezes the juice out of the cane. And then it runs out, goes into the tub, the barrels we put it in, and then, like I say, we strain it. Going into the barrel, we pump it out of that barrel into another barrel, we strain it again, and then when we pump it into the kettle, we strain it. So it's strained 3 times before it ever gets to the kettle. And the purpose of that is just to try to get a lot of that trash and stuff that's in the juice. If everything goes right, you got some good juice out of it. That's sticky. You only drink about 3 or 4 big glasses of it, Trevor. You'll be clean in the morning. We come over like I started this morning. We fire it up and bring it up slow, so it'll bring all the trash and stuff in the juice up to the top, and you skim that off. That's what you call skimming it. This is just a little bit what's left. Most of it's already gone. This is just
like a little bit of plant matter or whatnot?
that and dirt. A little bit of tobacco juice. That's my secret ingredient. I have to spit in it twice.
That's why I said thick.
Yeah. And toward the end, if it ain't quite thick enough, I spit again. What I did is there's some trash that boiled up on the side that hadn't boiled over yet. And you're trying to keep that off because it's liable to burn on you. And if it burns and gets in your syrup, it might give it a little burnt taste. Depending on how thick you want your syrup. I use a hydrometer. I like to get my syrup down to 33 or 34, and that's the thickness of the syrup. Any less than that is thin. And then once we get it to 34, I got corn syrup. I put corn syrup in mine. Kind of sweetens it up a little bit, gets that strong cane syrup taste out of it. And pour that in there, and once it melts and gets right, I got a pot over there. We pour it up in and we strain it again going into the pot. And then as soon as we get it all dipped up, we start putting it in the empty bottles. We put it in the bottles, and when you get it all filled up, it kind of looks like this right here. That's basically your finished product right there. And like I say, it turns out, sometimes it turns out real good and sometimes it don't. It just all depends. You kind of cross your fingers and hope everything works out right.
Have you ever had any bad batches?
Oh, most definitely. I've had some the hogs wouldn't eat. You have to pay attention to what you're doing there, because you look away and the bottle slips off, you got a burnt finger. It's just a tradition you don't see anymore. There's still some people around that do it, but a lot of the younger generation don't have a clue. When you're talking about cooking syrup, they don't have a clue what you're talking about. And I just trying to carry it on, and like I say, I got 2 of my boys interested. Hopefully when I'm gone, they'll keep the tradition going. A lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. I don't sell my surf, I give it away to my friends and neighbors, and what I got left over, I feed it to the deer, and hopefully I can get one next year. Other than that, that's about the whole process, other than clean it up when you get finished.
Put you on the internet, make you famous.
YouTube.
I just soon not be famous.
No,
We're gonna be on YouTube probably, Grant.
you're gonna have to make a lot more cane syrup than that.
A lot more cane syrup. You have to get a little more high tech.
I gotta get my flux capacitator working right.
Those look like bullet holes versus drilled holes.
That was the scientific method we used to get the right airflow through there. I think that was probably too many cold beers that day we decided to make that.
That's what happens when you don't duck and get out of the way of the, whatever you call it,
The beam. The sugar cane grinder.
the beam.
Hey, we on video. I got to do this right.